I would like to introduce you to my book titled In God We Trust. If you can see it, Black New World Order. I decided that I would read a chapter, matter of fact, the first chapter of the book, to give you an idea of sort of kind of what it's about, how it starts off, and kind of let you know, where we're going and what we'd like to talk about. So the first chapter starts with, if you can see it, a letter to the President of the United States. And it begins like this. It says, Mr. President Barack Obama, first let me say congratulations on a very brilliant campaign and a historic election. I am so very proud of you, your beautiful wife, Michelle Obama, and children, Sasha and Malia Obama. Mr. President, you ran your campaign on the platform of bringing change to America. When I think about change, I think about the slavery of black people for 400 years, and I wonder if this is what the Bible prophesied in the covenant of God to Abram. And I like to read that covenant, Genesis 15:12. A deep sleep fell upon Abram, and lo, a horror of great darkness fell upon him. And the Lord said unto Abram, know for a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and they shall serve them while they afflict them 400 years. And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge, and they shall come out with great substance. Mr. President, I know it's a little unfair to bring the subject up with the current economic condition of this nation, but nevertheless, it must be addressed. I read your book, The Audacity of Hope, and I was quite pleased to see that you have taken a very serious look at the hypocrisy of America when it comes to slavery. When you spoke of Senator Byrd and his long-standing position, I could almost see the history of America unfolding before your very eyes. I wondered if you could hear the dragging of chains and the moans of black slaves as you walked down the Senate corridor with this icon that was a former KKK member. I visualized the long history of black people in America up to the present still in poverty. I thought about the Reverend Dr. King and all his struggles. I wondered what it felt like for you to get that close to the truth of America's past and present. In reading your book, you seem to have taken a back seat when it comes to reparations for Black America. There's been no president that I would have asked this question other than President Bill Clinton, because he was considered the first black president for us black folks back then because there hadn't been one. But you are truly the first black man who is actually the president of these United States of America. So I must ask you this question, sir. How can you bring real change to America without addressing this very serious issue? As a result of slavery, this nation can never really be healed. Slavery will always haunt the United States of America. It contradicts everything that this nation stands for. There can never be true unity because of the racism that is so deeply rooted. Black people will always hold this in their hearts as a serious injustice. Yes, we can move on, but is it fair? If it can be considered finished, then there is work in America for black people to do, and that is to repair ourselves as a people. Mr. President, the following chapters may seem a bit hypocritical, and rightly so. These chapters are referring to a hypocritical form of government in its nature. It is very difficult for me to speak on these issues and not find conflict in my thoughts. Now that America has elected a black president, it almost seems as if America has finally paid its debt to black people, suggesting that America is no longer a racist nation. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan asked the question, now that we have a black president, are black leaders irrelevant? Has black America finally arrived to a place of completion? Can we depend on our newly elected black president to address this issue on slavery and race in America? Your new Attorney General Eric Holder made a very profound statement after taking office. He said, we are a nation of cowards when it comes to discussing race in America. Mr. President, are we a nation of cowards? Must this very delicate issue be ignored to keep the peace? Are we afraid to offend white people by talking about black injustice in America? Is the issue of slavery in America irrelevant? Are black people still to be affected by these racial paradigms of ignorance, crime, and poverty, resulting in hate, jealousy, and envy that have consumed black culture and awareness? Mr. President, are we to continue in these United States of America conflicted in our understanding of who we are and who we once were as a people, yet still existing in these United States, most of us poor and afflicted? Are we to be continually charged for crimes that are actually perpetrated by those who sit in very high places? Mr. President, in the most humblest manner, what shall be the end of this matter? This is how the book begins, asking a very serious question to the president. I wrote that book in 2009. I sent him the book. I don't know whether he received it. And I sent it to all the black leaders across America that I could possibly get an address on for them to go over it and maybe discuss it and see if I had any relevance in what I was saying. I'm asking you now to go and purchase that book and read the rest of those chapters and evaluate it for yourself. There's a serious plan in there for Black America and for our future to change our condition. And I think that just based on the mere basic mathematics of the situation is enough for us to have a great start. I don't want anyone to think that I have the magic wand for this. I don't. This is the beginning of a conversation for the rest of us to input our thoughts, dreams, and desires to bring this to a total idea of salvation for Black America. But this is, if nothing else, a start. It incorporates all religions in our Black nation. I am prejudiced to none. I'm prejudiced. I'm not prejudiced against white people. But I am, or any other race of people, but I am 100% concerned first in my desire to see a change with Black America. And until that's done, that's my total focus, because there's no place else for me to be but where I am, and that is a member of the Black American Society, a descendant from slaves that came here from across the Atlantic Ocean through Africa, from a land that I don't think we truly understand that is our true homeland. And I guess we'll get into that in another conversation. But right now, I just want to ask you all to go to my website, go to my Facebook page, like the book if you think that it has relevance, and then click on the link to go to our webpage and order that book. It will start the process from, not to say that the process is not started all over this nation, but it will start this segment of the process. We are putting our 2 cents in this thing, and hopefully you're doing the same, because this is a collective pursuit. So, Black America, support me in this. Help us, help us. Help us to make this happen. Don't hold back on this. Don't get into any kind of anything negative. Think of this 100% positive. Make a move on this. I've been working on projects for Black America all my life. This is not a scam. This is nothing like a hoax. This is real. I wrote New World Order with Curtis Mayfield. I wrote this book in 2009. I wrote Just a Little Bit of Love. I invented the extender brush. I've been trying to create jobs for blacks for years and years and years, and trying to establish my own life, and in the process catching hell. But I'm resilient, and I will continue, and I will not give up, because I do have the faith of a mustard seed in you and me, that we will survive and make this happen. So with that being said, go to my website, order the book, For $15.69, I will send it to you anywhere in the United States, including taxes if they apply. All that's included in the $15.69, and we will send it to you anywhere immediately. We're serious business. We don't play. I'm a businessman, and I'd like to teach a lot of my brothers to become businessmen. A lot of you all have the business acumen because you're out there in the streets hustling, and you can take that and you can take it to another level. And I can show you how to do that. I've learned how to manufacture, to come up with an idea and then turn it into a product and manufacture it and put it on the market. And we can do that all over the world. I've got the system. I've done it. I've got a patent on a product, copyrights on songs. I've learned a valuable lesson about the economy and how to set up an economy and, start with manufacturing. Now, I'm not sitting here saying I'm the wizard. What I've learned when you're an entrepreneur like I am, what you learn is to gather the folks around you that can make those things happen that you're not an expert in. I'm an idea man, like a lot of you brothers are out there. And I want you and sisters, I want you to get this book, because more than money, you need this knowledge. You need this book right here. You ordered this book. You go to my webpage and you order this book because you need it, and you need to talk about it. You need to discuss it because it's very important to our future. It can help us to create a black bank. Just imagine 10 million black people now order this book. At $10 per unit, that's $100 million. I will take at least a quarter of that, 25 million, and start to develop and build the black bank, creating jobs instantly. We can do this. All the other races do it. We can do it, and we must do it. We have to do it. And then you're not giving me something like a favor. You're receiving something very valuable that is worth every drop. It's on sale on Amazon right now for $25, and that's without shipping. Listen, you need this book. You need to see where I'm coming from. I have a ton of information about a lot of things concerning our race. This is not a racist book. This is not against white people, but it's for black people. And if black people take it, if our race take it and use what's in it, we can be a benefit to not only black America, but white America and the whole wide world. And don't misunderstand. I'm not sitting here saying that I'm the one with the magic wand. There have been many that have come with this same idea from different brains, from different viewpoints. Even the Minister Farrakhan, they have this, it's really the same idea, but he'll get some and we'll get some. Because collectively, we want to bring all that together. I told you there's no division in this religion. There's only unity in this community. We've got to come together. You need to support it. I love you, Black America. I'm looking to see you 2015, and I would like to see us sell 1 million of these books in between that time, so we can begin the process. I don't want us just marching and talking. I want us making this happen. Look, the scripture says that faith without the work is nothing. We have to put in the work. You buy this book, I'll do my part. It's no doubt about it. Because this is what I want to do. This is the desire of my heart to see this happen. This is what my entire life is all about. Seeing this happen and participating in its manifestation. Go to my webpage. Order the book. I'll ship it to you right away. $15.69 anywhere in the nation, from Los Angeles to New York. And every place in between. If you're close to me, I'll bring it directly to you myself. And I'm trying to set up some engagements where I can do some speaking and talk about it, because it has a lot to do with the prisoners, our brothers and sisters that are in prison, almost 2 million deep, not including those that are on paper, parole and probation, but even they are not even a whole step from the joint. It don't take number one false move. All of these need jobs. This book is about creating that. This book is about building a black nation forged in manufacturing economically, creating ideas and bringing them to life to serve humanity and empower our nation. Go buy the book. Thank you very much, Black American. I love you. We're getting ready to go into July the 4th, Independence Day, 1776, Declaration of Independence. It's our independence that we're declaring. That's what this is all about. Thank you.